question. Are you guilty of phubbing? Okay, that is, I know it sounds a bit rude, but it's actually when you snub someone by checking your phone mid-conversation. So experts told the New York Times it can breed marital dissatisfaction, and feelings of distrust. So do you phub, or does it bother you when people phub?
Yeah, I see a lot of heads nodding. Well, I feel triggered by this story because this weekend I actually got phubbed. I had a date to go. Our plan was to go and see Gladiator, go see a movie and have a good time. And before the movie, we were gonna.
Was this a first date, Andrea?
This was a first date, but we know each other. We know each other. So before the date, we met for drinks first, and then we're supposed to go to the movie. And while we were sitting across from each other, my date decided that this is what he wanted to do. Mind you, I am dressed up.
You look good.
I'm here for the date. I'm ready for conversation. And he hit me with one of these. He put his earpiece in, one of them, and then he was like doing this with his phone. And I sat across from him and I
need more details. Wait. So, like, you've gone out for a drink, the drinks are ordered, they're sitting there. You're talking to each other?
No, we're not talking to each other because he's decided that even before the drinks arrived that he wants to pay attention to his phone.
And there's no disclaimer, there's no, I'm so sorry.
There's a family emergency. Nothing.
And here's the deal. I did not go off because I was like, there could be a work issue. It could be something about, someone's texting.
Sure.
But I realized I looked over and this person was just on their social media, just scrolling through.
Okay, so that's a deal breaker. Done.
So what I did was I laid into this person verbally. I will not repeat what I said to them, but I expressed how I was very disappointed and pissed off for being here. I'm like, I'm here. We made plans, and you have a person sitting across from you, but you are so locked into nothing on your phone. And I'm like, you know what? We have plans to go see a movie, and I'm over it. I'm not doing it.
I get it.
Listen, I'm also, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm sick and tired of walking down the street and having to move out of the way of everybody who just thinks it's more important for them to stare at their phones than to actually look up and see where they're going.
I will
put the phone down.
I feel terrible for you because, by the way, whoever you are, you deserved all of that. So you absolutely deserve that. The flip side of that, I'm not going to defend him, but I am going to defend the fact that you know that people who have created these apps have actually spent millions of dollars on psychologists, behavioral psychologists, to put tips and tricks into their apps to force us to get locked in like an addiction. In other words, it's not simply as easy as saying, I have willpower and today I'm gonna put my phone down. That's part of it.
I have the willpower.
But it's actually, they actually design apps like they do slot machines in Las Vegas. It's supposed to lock you in. So there's a balance and a push and a pull always between willpower, which is a small part of it. But I say this, that I hate phubbing. I hate it. And guess what? I'm also 100% guilty of it. Yeah. 100%. And I'm trying to work on it, but I also know it's not just as simple as, Melissa, put your phone down, right? And we know this with our kids.
Yeah, it's connected to our anxiety as well. That's the other piece, is that I imagine the scenario, and I'm not trying to defend him.
But I hear a lot of defending him. I'm not trying to defend him.
I'm not at all. But I think the crazy thing about social media is that it both provokes anxiety and it soothes anxiety. So a lot of times you'll feel like you're like, what am I feel uncomfortable. I don't know why. What am I missing? What am I forgetting about? And then all of a sudden you find yourself like this. How many people have gone through that? Right? It's just kind of this weird thing that we now gravitate towards. So if he was feeling uncomfortable, I'm not surprised. Like maybe he was nervous.
Here's the deal.
Maybe
you cannot complain about the dating scene and not being able to find a decent person and then going on a date and locking into your phone. You can stay in your bedroom in your pajamas and do that.
He's a grown man, presumably.
He's a grown man. He's a grown man.
He's a grown man. Yeah.
Do better. Okay. Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.